Hi there. Welcome back. Yes, you're still looking at the same not very exciting preparations for text blocks. Now, boy, this is such a clear indication of how sometimes junk journal making, it's not all fun fanfare, bells and whistles. Some of it is just monotonous. I still find it soothing and relaxing, but I must confess, you're probably thinking, where have you been? Well, it's not exciting, and part of me feels like putting out yet another video of not exciting. You know? Anyhow, I have Mona's text block ready now. She's in there. She's comfy. And so Isolde is the last one that needs her guts. Here she is, looking snazzy, looking very demure. So I'm just going to chatter while I work on Isolde. There we go. Now I've got to find all my laces. See, here's all the things that need to go into her, and I can't find some of the laces that I need. And it must be over there. There they are. Found them. Okay. There must be another one missing. Don't see it. Maybe I need to cut a new one. Oh, no, there you are. I'm just hunting in, as you know, I keep baskets when I'm working on multiple journals. Actually, when I'm even just working on one journal, because then hopefully at night I can clean up and just put it all back into the basket and put it aside. So I have sewing to do. Where did I put Mona? Mona. So what I've been doing is keeping the one journal that has the text block prepared and then going through the unprepared one and making sure they all have similar contents. So I'm going to keep Mona handy and then get to work on Isolde. So I just am going to run a very thin bead. Oh, I think I need to add some acetone to my 3-in-1. And I don't feel like it right now. Oh. Just thin little bead. I just want to hold it in place so that it doesn't move around while I sew. It's tempting to pull laces and ribbons taut along the edge of pages. Don't do it, because if it glues into place or you sew it into place or both and you've pulled it taut, when you're done it's going to try and buckle the paper. So just pat it down and into place and leave it be. I'm going to let that dry. Let's see what else Mona had. Oh, the fish page. I have to put the fish page in. And here it is. This is the page out of that really cool fish book. It's a little tiny bit too wide. So I just want to take a bit off the width, and I just thought it looks cool to decal it. So I'm just using this tear edge ruler. This metal one is a little bit stronger. This is quite thick. There we go. And that will just hold those fish in place and make them look nice. Alrighty, so let's put you in here. I need to find out what year the fish were. Can't remember now, and it's in here. 1960. There we go. Okay. What's next, Mona? I have a feeling it's this tag here, and I might as well get it ready. Oh, no, it's this. All right. It must be in here somewhere. You're in my pile of little extra doodads. There it is. So I hope you're doing well. I'm doing well. I'm still feeling very happy about getting that year of my taxes done. Now I've decided that I'm not sure whether I confessed it earlier, but that year, the taxes that I just finished were actually 2020. So I do still have 2021 that I need to finish. Fortunately, it will be much easier. So, oh rats, I dropped my lid. I'm going to put you there. These all need to have some sewing done on them. There we go. So you need sewing. Alright, put you aside. So I usually work through one, two. You're on the next one. Okay, so it's just two of them. All right. I usually work through signature by signature. So I'm going to pause. I'm going to go sew this, and I'll be right back. Okay. So I'm still totally enamored with the Shinuki thread tangle technique. Just absolutely. Oh, wrong side. There we go. It just makes me happy. So just a little wacky mixed up sewing here. Sometimes you have to get in there. There we go. They're calling for freezing rain where I live here today, so that's fun. Now, I don't have to go out in it, so I can't bellyache too much. Poor hubby is out in it. Not only is he out in it, the man just phoned me in desperation from IKEA. I sent him to IKEA with an order to get something. I wish I could have taped all the phone calls. The poor man, he's so wonderful. Honest to goodness, the patience of Job. And yeah, and IKEA doesn't make it easy. They don't. On their website, they made it look like it's a little side table I ordered with drawers, and the website made it look like the casters were included. But he couldn't find anywhere or anyone that could confirm to him whether the casters were included. I even took a screenshot and sent him the picture from their website, and it makes it look like it's a full kit. Anyhow, by the end, he was so fed up, he said, I don't care, I'm just buying you more casters. And that way, if I get home and find out that the casters are not included, we will have casters. Because it's that far away from our home. It's close to where he works, which is why he volunteered to go over and get this thing for me. But it's not close to where we live, so to return it would be an equal pain in the neck for the man. So he did. So he's bringing it home. I'm still trying to... Come on, you. It's there. I can see it. I'm trying to pop the lower thread through to the other side. There it is. I'm still trying to put some things out of sight for me clutter-wise. So I always sort of sort my gear in terms of things I use every single day, probably several times an hour. That stuff I want within a hand grab. Usually on my right, because I'm right-handed. So I want to be able to grab my favorite inks, my ink brushes, a ruler, my glue, my scissors, that sort of thing. I want, boom, boom, I want to be able to grab. Then I have other things that I use maybe once a day, but still every day. So I usually want those over on my left, so that maybe once a day, if I, like for example, I have a pin cushion over there. And I have a bowl of paper clips. I actually don't use paper clips very often, but I still probably maybe once a day would use paper clips. But then I have other things that, here's where I must confess that I'm a bit of a slug. I have other things that right now are stored on the other side of the room, and I really wish that they were handy enough that I could just reach beside me, pull out a drawer, and get them out. For example, my other colors of distress inks. Once in a while, I do like to use a different color. I have some blue and green and red and... Anyhow. So I'd like to be able to have those just in a drawer beside me. So, there we go. So he's gone to IKEA to get one for me, and he actually has a very easygoing day today, so he's going to bring it home and put it together for me. So I'm very excited. There we go. That's better. All right. So that's the plan. I think I'm going to do something new for me for these journals. I follow TaylorMade Journals, and she puts together some really beautiful digital kits. And you're thinking, Catherine, digital kits? How could you? But she has some kits that really have beautiful, like end paper type papers. All right, so I need you. And I'm thinking for these ladies, I may put my new Epson printer that's working very well now. Thank you to everyone who helped. It was trying to tell me to download the latest version. There we go. And apparently that's just really a nuisance because it'll come up with a whole new version like every few days. So they say the best thing to do is to just turn off that reminder. And then immediately it stopped trying to print out those pages of gobbledygook. There we go. I think I forgot to curve that one. Anyhow, she's put out 2 new kits of William Morris paper, and then she also has another kit of just really old end papers. So they're not they're copyright free now. They're that old, and she scanned them, and they're gorgeous, and I want them. So I think I am going to do a first for me. I'm going to lose my digital virginity. Thanks, Lorna. And I'm going to, I think I'm going to download one of her digital end papers kits and maybe put some beautiful scans of old end papers into these 4 ladies. So that's the plan. Oh, you need to go out. I don't need you right now. All right, so I'm just doing these. I'm enjoying. I'm enjoying this new the So Soft nib that came highly recommended from my crush. And I trust her instinct on things. And in this case, once again, she was correct. It's wonderful. I think my only challenge is for my vision, this little pin that's inside the cap, oh, there, that would help, can be hard for me to see to get it back in there. That's a little tricky, and I must admit, I'm a little nervous. I'm a little nervous about snapping that little pin off. It's really thin and microscopic, and that part's got me a little worried, but why borrow trouble? I'm gonna continue to be careful. Now let's see what else is in this second. Oh, now see, the pages are all different, and I may not have this blue folio in the second. See, I don't. So, but I do have a little bit of Edith, so I need to put that in. So I think that the rest of that's okay. Oh, in the back there's this little cluster, so I better make that. All right, let's put Edith in first. I don't think I want Edith on the front. I think I want Edith under here. Right there. I can't find it. I'm looking around. I'm looking. I don't see it. I may have to pause and go find it. I'm looking for a little bin that I have. Yeah, I better go look. Okay, found it. Because, hold on. Let's take a look at Mona's. It's just a little collage down here on the corner, but it's like a tab. So, and I actually need, see, I don't have everything. I just want a little, these are illustrations from out of an illustrated dictionary. Cute. Is that wide enough? That one's good. Okay. Oh, Acadia. All right. And I want it to be tall enough. That one's cute. All right. Let's do those. All right. So I just want to replicate Mona's. And it's on the other side, so it's over here. I completely lost track of time. Hubby's phoned in between. I got caught up with some news that was being released on the TV, and of course I should know better and just stay away from that. All right, so I want this to stick out like a tab, so I want it a little askew. I'm going to glue it here so that that can still be a tuck spot. That's the plan. But I want this in behind, flat on it. So a little bit of ink around the edge of this because it's still way too nice looking. And I think I want a little red on it. I did a little bit of red on Mona's, just a little hint, because there's a tiny little bit of red in this. This is from Your Creative Studio. It's actually a sticker, but I've glued it onto some cardstock to make it to give it a little more oomph so that it can be a tuck spot. All right. So, brick red, Distress Oxide, and what I'm just going to do is just here and there, just put a little bit along that edge, and it'll just accentuate the tiny little bit of red. I hope that shows up. The tiny little bit of red that is on this. So I want this here. So I'm just going to give myself a light little pencil mark. So this I want completely flat. This is not going to be, it's just decorative, not useful. Well, decorative is useful. You know what I mean. It's not going to be a function it performs. Take the pencil mark off while I'm thinking about it. And then this can go down here like that. Now normal people would be able to remember where to run the glue. But we're dealing with me. So pencil marks are just a harmless little help. There we go. Now, eraser. Anyhow, so the back to IKEA. Everything comes round about, full circle. It's an awesome little end table. It's got nice drawers that don't even have handles. It's just sort of got a notch out of the drawer. I'll show you. I'll take pictures. This I don't like. I don't like how that looks. It just looks plain. That side looks pretty. That side looks plain. So I want to cover that so it looks pretty, and then maybe still make a collage out of it. So, oh, there goes my my alarm. All right, well, let's finish this. I'm going to do the same thing here that we did on the little dictionary illustration on the other side of this. Anyhow, yeah, so I'm hoping to be able to put some semi-frequently used items into the side table. Up until now, I have this vintage record album holder / side table thing beside me. It's been really helpful, but it could do better. So I think it's time for it to get resold on garage sale. It's vintage, so I'm quite sure some kind of album collector out there is going to be very happy to take it off my hands. I've had it for a few years now, and yeah, so that's the plan. I'll take pictures and I'll show you when I'm done. All right, so that's a good width. I'm just going to glue that down like that. I think this time I'm just going to use my glue stick, but put a little bit of art glitter glue on the corners. Come on, let go. There. All right. There we go. I like that. And then this is the edging is Tim Holtz stamp. Same with the little corner of this. I believe it was Marley Designs did a little video on it recently on just how to make a whole page full of cool ones using just old paper and incorporating the words on the old paper. So that word position on it was actually on the paper. Let's position this right. There, I like that. Marley Designs. She's amazing. There we go. So I'm going to go do some funky sewing along there. It will end up. Oh, and I've got to put an eyelet in. So there'll be some funky sewing here and an eyelet, and then that should be good. So I'm going to leave you here with that. Not exciting, but it's not all exciting. Certain parts of it. And hopefully, maybe the next time we get together, all these girls will have their text blocks glued in and we can get to some fun. Take care. Have a great rest of your day. Bye.